Hi, it's Simon from New Earth Cooking. Don't look at me. Stop looking at me. Take a look around. Take a look around. Everything that you're looking at probably came from the soil, right? And probably, including this little body here, is going to go back to the soil. Now think about this. Over the last 100 years or so, we've been taking more from the soil than we've been giving back. We've been clearing more forests, A, and B, we've been plowing up the planet, digging up all these minerals to create things like fertilizers and pesticides and agrochemicals and machinery that we've been applying to our soil, to our food system as artificial inputs to create more food. So can you understand that has been a little bit of a bubble, and that bubble is now bursting under our feet, and we are forced to look for new ways of producing food and commodities. We are forced to create a new relationship with our planet if we are to thrive as a species. That's why as a chef I always question, like, wow, how would we grow our food? Now of course we have organic farms, and what organic farms do, they take chemicals out of the equation. They say, all right, no man-made fertilizers or pesticides, but they're still kind of working outside of the natural systems. They still need cow poo or other inputs in order for those vegetables to grow. And then there's food forestry. Have you guys ever heard of a food forest? It's a situation where we are observing a natural forest, which by default never needs plowing, never needs fertilizers, and we're looking at that forest and we go, right, let's create something like that fit for humans, the ideal human habitat. So look around me here, we have various layers. We have papaya and moringa, and we have canna, and even on the ground here we have a little pumpkin happening, and all of that is happening kind of in the same space. Now, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled like I was fooled. When I started my food forest 4 years ago, I was trying to grow lettuce in the food forest. Big mistake. And I wasn't just trying to grow normal lettuce, I was trying to grow this really fancy modern hybrid variety of lettuce. And that lettuce had been so refined by man that it actually needed, it was hungry for those artificial fertilizers and pesticides, and without it, it didn't stand a chance in my food forest. And it took the food forest about 3 days to say, cancel that lettuce, and it was eaten by caterpillars. So what I figured out is that there's plenty of beautiful crops that are quite remarkable and edible in a food forest, and they grow quite happily. And our job as chefs is to take those products and turn them into things that people will want to eat. You know, this is our craft, this is our skill, to take those kind of weird things like moringa leaves off the tree and turn them into something really beautiful. What are some of the crops that are going to save the planet? Moringa, for sure. Look at this. It's called the drumstick tree in Indonesian. Little stump that ongoingly produces leaves. Not only are these leaves quite delicious, because they're a family of horseradish, they're actually some of the most nutritious leaves on the planet. So we're going to grab some, and I'm going to show you guys a recipe. This is an amaranth spinach. It works really well in the tropics, and we've been teasing it every week, up to 3 times. We come in here, depending on the rain, and we pick all these tender young shoots, young leaves, and they'll grow back up until a point that this plant gets really tired of all the teasing, and it starts going into seed. See, and we let it seed. All of these beautiful amaranth seeds are growing here, and they'll drop eventually to the ground. And the best seeds, natural selection, will pop up here, and that's our next crop. Now, how easy is that? And this little beauty here we call kenikir, and it's actually family of wormwood. And again, we're going for the young leaves. We keep teasing it. We're not letting it get too big and too old. It will have some beautiful flowers down the track. It's quite an acquired taste, but I like it. Down dewa. It's a delicious leaf. I really like it. It has medicinal qualities, and it's just snuggled in here between this beautiful fruit, of which I completely forgot the name, excuse me, a blooming sage variety right there, very soft, and a pumpkin. Yeah, all of them kind of snugged in together. None of them are being attacked by pests. And you know why? Because they belong here, because they're happy here, because Mother Nature wants them here. Now let's see if you and I can get to a place where Mother Nature actually wants to have us too on the planet. I believe we're there. She's giving us another chance, but it's time to wake up, huh? This little blossom is like disco lights. It's fascinating to look at. And the leaves in Java they call ginseng java, or ginseng spinach. It's like a water spinach. I'm a good 30 centimeters in the water, and that's where this water spinach is absolutely thriving. And we're taking advantage of the aggressive qualities of this water spinach, and we're allowing it to completely take over this pond. Longevity spinach, they call it sambung nyama around here. That beautiful leaf is not just quite delicious in food, it's actually a powerful kidney booster. Hello my kidneys, have some of this. And to add a bit of fragrance to our food, we're going to pick this beautiful perennial dill variety. Look, katuk leaf. One of the most delicious green leaves and growing year round. The flavor is like green pea. I'm going to pick a lot of this one, I love it. That smells amazing. Let's get stuck into the ground and see what's going on here. The most beautiful ginger, yeah? Growing in the understory of cassava, so a double crop happening right in this situation here. Look at that. The soil just crumbles off. We're coming into the dry season. It's ready for harvest. Amazing. And look what happens when you let nature choose. Nature just gave me an entire forest of coriander. She must know that I'm a chef and I love this stuff. This wild coriander here, a little forest on its own, and it's actually catching itself food. It's catching other leaves from the trees. It stops it from washing away, creating its own compost. It's just so perfect and beautiful. Nice little bit of lemon. And some colander. A couple of things. A couple of chilies, a nice mild one and a hot one. A couple of cloves of garlic, some shallots. So we got all our ingredients in the pestle and mortar. We're going to add the salt, the bigger stone. And step one is we're going to start pounding. This ginger, dill, coriander, shallots, chili, it's all coming out, just be pounding it. Now we're going to add some body. We added in some slices of really dark roasted eggplant. Some beautiful lime juice, or lemon juice I should say, the one we just picked. We got some mango that we picked up on the way. Just a couple of pieces of fresh mango. It's a bit of a funky recipe, this one. It's going to taste amazing. Homemade peanut butter. It's going to add a real roasty richness to this dip. One more little pound. Really incorporating. You get this beautiful chunkiness. I don't like using blenders, it makes everything so smooth. And I'm rough around the edges, right? So this needs to be a little bit rough, rugged, most of all delicious. Taking a thick slab of freshly baked sourdough bread and I'm dolloping on this sensational dip, no less, and a few slices of cucumber just to cool it down because it's quite spicy. And I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Simon's Rainforest Cooking, huh? See you later.